So it's 3 o'clock in the morning, America, and you guys are probably wondering, Ed, what are you still doing awake? Well, let me tell you what I'm still doing awake, America. I am a procrastinator. And this video is not about procrastination, just so you guys know. It is actually about Twitter. But I'm going to talk to you about the procrastination real quick. I am a procrastinator in that I had an essay that's due tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., but I kind of put it off until last minute. Now, I put it off until about, say 9 o'clock last night or tonight, however you guys want to see it. And it was originally supposed to just take me until about, at the latest, midnight. Then I crash out, wake up early for class tomorrow, and then I turn in my paper. But I got distracted by Twitter because my teachers say I have like AD something. But no, really, I actually get pretty distracted really easily. So while I was trying to write my paper, I was also getting on Twitter back and forth just to see what was going on with people. And I don't know about you guys, I personally hate that every time I get on Twitter now, all I ever see are like super depressing ass tweets or like thirsty ass tweets or what have you. Keep in mind that I've been sick for like the past 2 weeks. I've had like nasal congestion and like a sore throat, so it's actually pretty hard for me to talk. But I'm making this video because you need to know. World, I'm trying to tell you this because I'm trying to educate you about shit that needs to stop. My routine on Twitter whenever I get on is usually I just start scrolling through to see what people are saying. Maybe it's something funny, maybe something like that happened in the world, current events. Maybe a friend is saying something and I haven't seen him in a long time and I want to say, hey, what's up? How's it going? How's your life? You know, or maybe I just want to waste time and sit there scrolling and not do anything. That's my business. Don't worry about it. Usually these days, whenever I get on Twitter, all I ever see are tweets about how lonely people are, or if it's a woman, about how they wish they could find a man that'll do this and this and this for them, and bend over backwards and break the foot off and give it to the woman and whatever else for the woman. Or if it's a man, they're tweeting about how all these bitches are being bitches and fuck these bitches and get money and all this other stuff and whatever else. And it's just like filling up my tweet feed. It's all these just depressing men and women talking about how depressed and lonely they are and how much they love men and women, but they don't love each other. They just love the idea of men and women, which is stupid because your ideas aren't going to coincide with reality. Women, I'm sorry. Not every man is going to write you poetry and wait on your hand and feet and give you foot massages when you get off of work and I don't know, do your laundry and make you a tiara and polish your car and whatever else the fuck. You're not going to find the perfect guy out there, and tweeting about the perfect guy isn't going to bring the perfect guy to you. Men, you need to stop tweeting about how these women are giving you the time of day, because most of these beautiful women aren't going to give you the time of day. And that's just how it is, and you know that. And if they do give a man the time of day, it's not going to be because he's tweeting about these dumbass bitches on Twitter. It's going to be because they did something amazing with their lives. Like maybe they're a skydiver who jumped from like the atmosphere and survived. Or maybe it's just something nice like he asked her out on a date instead of being a little bitch and being like, man, these bitches ain't giving me the time of day. You ever think about that? Then you got your other people who, and they've been doing this since like MySpace, or maybe even before all that, since like Zanga and LiveJournal and like Asian Avenue or whatever else you guys are using these days. But I particularly hate the people who gotta treat Twitter like their life journal, and they gotta just like unload all their crap on Twitter for like the whole world to see. Then when you start like commenting or remarking on stuff, all of a sudden they're like, it's none of your business. Shut the F up. Bitch, you just made it my business. You put it up on my tweet feed for me and everybody else who's following you to see. Don't get in my face about how now I'm in your business, but you just let the whole world into your business. You opened your life up to us, and now we're commenting on it, so maybe we can help, or maybe we just don't want to see it anymore. Don't get mad at us. It's not our fault. This is just something that I've learned from like my travels, my experience through life. And it's in general, don't get on a social network when you're not feeling in the best of moods. And I'm saying this not because I'm telling you guys nobody wants to see your business. I'm telling you this to help you. When you get on like Twitter or Facebook or whatever and you're upset, most of the time what you're gonna see is just like happy stuff. People are getting on Twitter and Facebook and posting up good things about themselves so that way they seem like really happy people, or maybe they're genuinely happy. That's gonna make you, who's in a bad mood, get into even more of a bad mood. And that's not going to help anybody. Then you're going to be all mad and you're just going to post like even worse stuff, and everybody's going to be annoyed by it, or they're going to try to help you and you're going to be an asshole or a bitch and just be like, I don't want your help. Get out of my face. Then all of a sudden you two start fighting, and then you unfollow each other and you stop being friends because of some nonsense shit that you were doing. And all this is coming from the fact that, I'm not the best tweeter in the world myself. I'm actually probably one of the worst tweeters you'll probably find out there. I'm what I like to call a tweet ruiner. And in case you guys aren't following me on Twitter, you should. Twitter.com/Dantes. But I'm bringing all this up because whenever people do post up like depressing or like lonely or like super thirsty like tweets, I like to think of myself as a ruiner in that I have to comment on something and either like make a joke or like turn it on itself so that way people can laugh, or, you know, maybe not be so depressing or whatever anymore. An example would be like if a guy posts up something like, oh, in a room of 1 million people, but I'm feeling so alone. I gotta tweet something like, baby, if you hadn't left me, maybe you wouldn't be alone right now, punk. And they'll get all mad, or they'll start being like, oh man, this is some suspect shit. But I'm trying to put that up there so that way they can laugh. Or if a girl will post up something like, I wish I had somebody I could just eat junk food with all day and watch movies with all night, I would post something up like, girl, I would, but you smell like butt whenever we hang out, or something like that. I don't know. I just like to make people laugh whenever they post up crap like that, so that way they can be less depressed or less depressing, and then maybe they'll start making my tweet feed a little more happy to read and make me excited to see all that stuff. Because otherwise, then you're going to be distracting me with like your depressing ass shit at 1 in the morning when I'm trying to write an essay and distract myself with Twitter and enjoy my time away from my essay when I should be writing it because it's due at 11 in the morning, and now I got to make a video at 3:40 in the morning. I don't know why. And if you're like me and you're not posting up depressing stuff and you're not being super lonely or thirsty on Twitter and you just like to have fun, the next time you see somebody who is doing that, do as I do and just mess up their tweet, ruin their tweet, and just make it funny. Maybe they'll laugh and they'll thank you later, or maybe you'll lose one more person off your list who just posts depressing stuff anyways. Win-win situation either way. Anyways, that's all I got to say. More videos soon. Thanks for watching, guys.